Ewan McGregor recently hinted at the possibility of a second season for Obi-Wan Kenobi, sharing that Lucasfilm is currently considering options for continuing the series. While this doesn't guarantee a season 2, it's a promising sign for fans who never expected McGregor to return to the role after Revenge of the Sith. The real question is what a second season would explore. How do you craft another adventure during an era when Obi-Wan is supposed to be in hiding, watching over young Luke Skywalker? Could there be another encounter with Darth Vader that the movies never revealed? Let's consider the options and why there may still be more stories to tell in Obi-Wan Kenobi, Season 2. One of the challenges of any story set between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope is staying within the established Star Wars timeline. Obi-Wan's primary mission during this 20-year period is to protect Luke and prepare for the time when he can embrace his destiny with the Force. This doesn't leave much room for Obi-Wan to abandon his duties on Tatooine and go on adventures across the galaxy. The first season addressed this by presenting a threat significant enough to justify Obi-Wan's departure from Tatooine and his confrontation with Vader and the Empire. This time it was Leia, not Luke, who needed help. Season 1 managed to introduce a new dynamic between Obi-Wan and Vader, while also weaving in a connection between Obi-Wan and Leia, all without breaking established canon. With clever writing, Season 2 could find similar ways to stay within the story's boundaries. Perhaps it doesn't need to be as expansive as the first season. Could a second season be set entirely on Tatooine? Many books and comics exploring Obi-Wan's life in this era focus on smaller, localized conflicts. For instance, John Jackson Miller's Star Wars Kenobi from the Legends timeline depicts Obi-Wan's early days on Tatooine, where he's drawn into a struggle between farmers and Tusken Raiders. Similarly, Jason Aaron's Star Wars comics present Obi-Wan's diary entries about his exploits, which Luke later discovers as he learns more about the Jedi Master's past. Obi-Wan may be committed to his mission, but as a Jedi, he can't ignore nearby injustices. While he may have stayed out of trouble in the years leading up to Season 1, his recent experiences could reignite his sense of purpose. Tatooine is teeming with danger, making it easy to envision a story where Obi-Wan becomes a protector of the local people, echoing classic samurai films like The Seven Samurai or Yojimbo. The question is whether this type of story would warrant a full-scale, big-budget season. Adapting a Western-style narrative about Obi-Wan defending a village from bandits could work in a novel or comic, but bringing McGregor back for such a story might require more depth. While The Mandalorian has already explored the Star Wars meets Kurosawa theme, and the Book of Boba Fett spent plenty of time on Tatooine, there could still be room for Obi-Wan to take on a similar role. The real challenge is crafting a story compelling enough to make Season 2 worthwhile.